In today's video, I have a Goodwill bins thrift haul to share with you. So these are all items that I thrifted at the Goodwill outlet and will be flipping online, selling them on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari for a profit. So I do still need to photograph and list these items, but I am excited to share them with you. I do have some good newer to me brands, maybe new to you too. I was gonna say new to me, but some of them I just have never found before, but I've known about them. So some new to me, some I've never found but found, and some tried and true, kind of all in this haul. So let's hop right in. This is from two separate trips to the bins, but I'm just gonna share it as one big haul. And oh, before we get started, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed recently. Welcome, welcome, and thank you so much. Okay, let's hop in. First up is this pair of Alo Yoga leggings. They are a high rise with a really cool kind of ribbed pattern along the knee. And then these I expect to get probably right around 30 to 35. Alo Yoga does really well for me anytime I've found it. It's a great brand to be on the lookout for if you come across it and it's in good condition. I think it's a pretty safe pickup as long as you're not spending too much on it, obviously. This next one I grabbed because it's kind of that academia style that I think is pretty in right now still. It's a Lewin Gray for loft pullover mock neck, tiny houndstooth print, long sleeve top. Lewin Gray for loft isn't a brand that sells for a ton, but a lot of times the style is good and the items do flip, even if it's only for like $15 or $20. So I can pretty much count on this selling, but I'm not expecting to get much for it. This next one I was very excited to find, and then I actually found another item by this brand, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, but it's a Saison lace pullover blouse top with some ruffle detailing with sort of a lower cut in the back. Really beautiful, feminine, delicate looking blouse. And Saison is a brand that is in Paris, I believe. And I mean, I think that this sizing speaks to that because it's a size 36, which when I did the measurements, where the frick is the tag? Okay. It's a size 36, but when I did the measurements for it, the armpit to armpit was 15 inches, which is an extra small typically. So I did list it as an extra small, but also included that size 36. I figure most people who are searching for an item in their size in the US aren't going to necessarily search by, you know, French sizing. So I do like to, when I can, kind of convert it. So I just did extra small. But this is a brand that I don't think I've ever found. The only time I think I found it was the collaboration with Madewell. I found a pair of jeans that were Madewell Saison collaboration in a Goodwill in the city. So to find it at the bins and then to find two items from this brand, I assumed they were donated from the same person because they were the same size, same brand, found them on the same day. But with all that aside, I was really excited to find it, and hopefully it does sell for, you know, at least $50, maybe $60. And let me know if you guys have found this before. Next up is this Free People scoop neck, kind of a baby doll style button front tunic top, very bohemian, flowy, perfect for spring, summer. This is a size small. I usually just end up grabbing Free People at the bins when it's in good condition, just because I can count on it selling eventually, even if it doesn't sell for a ton. I'll probably get somewhere between 25 and 30 for this, and especially now that we're heading into summer, we're in spring now, I am fully on the lookout for items for the current season. I'll probably be focusing on picking up spring summer items until like July. I will still pick up coats, jeans, obviously jeans are year round, but like coats, sweaters, things like that I find at the bins. If it's a really good one, great brand, great condition, everything like that, even if it is June, July, I will still grab it and post it. So even though I'm looking mainly for spring summer items right now, I'm not going to not pick up winter items or fall items. Then another Lewin Gray for loft item. This one I grabbed for a few reasons. One, it's new with tags. Two, the size is an extra large, so love that. And three, it's perfect for spring, summer. So those factors considered, I did grab it, and we'll expect to get probably right around $30. This retailed for $60 brand new, and it is still new with tags, so even probably closer to 40 potentially, but I would say right around 35 I would expect. Next up is this pair of Hudson jeans, and they are the Zoe high-rise ankle straight jeans with some red stripes down the legs. They have some whiskering there on the front, a little bit of intentional fading throughout, and I love the way these Hudson pockets look with the V. I think that is so cute. Hudson is a brand that can sit for a little while, but their jeans usually do end up selling eventually, and they can sell for a pretty decent price. Next up is this pair of Sink Acept high-rise flare leg pants with a slit along the hem and a side zip closure here. These are a size 10. They do have a little bit of pilling along the kind of waist area, but I just noted that in the listing and then dropped the price a little bit. Sink Acept is a brand that I would recommend being on the lookout for. It's pretty hard to come by in my experience, and I'm pretty sure it's a brand sold on Revolve. Okay, yeah, this brand is sold at Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Revolve. So that kind of tells you the price point it's at. But I believe I listed these at $78, and again would probably expect to get right around $50 or $60 for them. Next up, one of my favorite things to find at the Goodwill bins, and that is a Lululemon sports bra. The logo was right there on the back, and the size dot is right in here. Oh, other side. So the size dot will be right in any of these little pockets you can find, or in one of the little pockets you can find. So this one is a size 6, and these are just such consistent sellers. They flip typically $25 to $30 very quickly, so I freaking love coming across Lululemon sports bras at the bins where they cost me around $1.50 or so, and then I can flip them for $25, $30. So that's hands down one of my favorite things to come across at the bins. Then I found this pair of Free People relaxed fit high-rise pants. They're kind of a paper bag pant style, very high-rise, super relaxed fit, kind of a wider leg. And I really love this color a lot. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I guess it's kind of like a chestnut brown or like mahogany. I don't think that's right. But it's definitely some kind of a brown that I really like a lot, and I need to figure out how to describe this color. Let me know if you have any ideas. Maybe caramel or camel. Camel. This is camel. Anyways, these are a size 6. And Free People's pants are a little bit hit or miss. Sometimes they flip quicker than other times, but I can count on them selling for $30 to $40 typically. And I thought this was a really good style, so I'm expecting these to be a pretty good sale. I don't know how quickly they'll flip, but I think once they do sell, they should leave me with a good profit. Okay, and then here's that other Saison item. This is a button front blouse top with, I don't know what you call this, kind of detailing. Let me know if you know the name for that. I do need to stain treat this though. It does have a few stains, so I will need to put in a little work to get those stains out, but then once I can do that, I will photograph, list, and hopefully make, you know, $50-ish for it. Then this is a pair of Alphalete jogger pants in a size small. This is a brand that I used to see all the time back when I was really heavily into like the fitness Instagram world in probably like 2018. And then I kind of was reminded about this brand from Gloria via Glow here on YouTube, and she had found this brand, I believe, semi-recently in a thrift haul. So when I saw this at the bins, I decided to give it a try. The brand is Alphalete. I need to look more into this brand and see what it retails for and what it typically sells for. But I figured since I was at the bins and I knew this is a brand that is a little bit higher priced, I don't know where it ranks next to like Gymshark or something like that, or even Alo Yoga, Lululemon, but I am curious to see how these do, and I'll keep you posted. Let me know if you knew about this brand, Alphalete, if you've heard of it, if you've worn it, let me know, but I'm not sure what to expect yet on how quickly it'll flip or the price. So those are things that hopefully I will share in a future thrift haul look back, and yeah, I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this brand does. Then I found this pair of Eileen Fisher pull-on pants. a really simple one. I would expect this to be an eBay sale just because Eileen Fisher typically sells to an older demographic, and that typically ends up being on eBay is where I sell Eileen Fisher, so that's kind of what I'm expecting. Eileen Fisher items just always feel really nice and higher quality, very good materials, so I do expect this to sell for a decent amount. These are really soft, really nice. And I don't know, I guess just pull-on pants is what I would call these. I don't know if there's any other specific term. I could use loungewear to describe it in my title. But probably expect around 30-ish for these. Then I got this pair of Madewell pull-on velvet wide leg pants. Madewell always does have the style name or style number right here. Easy to look it up, find a good photo. Then I found this Lululemon men's t-shirt. Pretty simple. I gotta find the style name for it still. Sometimes the really simple shirts are the hardest to find the style of, or to find a stock photo or the style name or anything like that. So if you just happen to know by looking at this, please let me know in the comments. But I did spot that Lululemon logo at the bins and wasn't gonna pass on a super light Lululemon item. So I just need to do a little more research and find the style name so that I can include that in the listing. And the reason I wanted it super light, or the reason I can't pass on a super light Lululemon item, is at the bins you pay by the pound. So anything that is a maybe, if it's on the heavier end, I usually will pass on just because I know it's going to add a good amount to my total weight at the bins, like in my total amount to pay. But if it's a maybe and the item is really light, a lighter material, it's not going to add much weight, it's usually a good reason to just go for it. So that's kind of the case here. And, you know, I'm probably expecting to get right around 25 to 35 for this. Then I got this Bowden pullover v-neck top. It's kind of a bohemian style in this navy blue color. Bowden can do pretty well. It's not a brand I will spend much on, but since I was again at the bins, you guys know by now I was at the bins, didn't cost a ton, and it's a pretty good brand. And this item is in really good condition, so I felt like it was a safe pickup. Then another Eileen Fisher item. This one is the newer Eileen Fisher tag. I believe the thinner rectangular box is the older tag, and then this more square-ish or bigger rectangular box is the newer tag, I'm pretty sure. So this is a lamb's wool blend open front cardigan sweater, and I will for sure get this listed even though we are obviously heading into nicer, warmer months. I'm not one to wait to list an item till it's in season. I know some people do that, and especially if you have the space for that, I think that could be a good option. But even if it's the heat of summer, I will still list a coat or a sweater, anything like that, just because you never know where someone lives or where they're going on vacation or on a trip and what the weather will be. So especially if you think about going on a vacation to somewhere cold and it's summer, you're not going to be able to go to Target or a retailer and get a snow jacket necessarily, or, you know, it's just like harder to come by out of season items. So sometimes I actually think that out of season items can do really well on the resale market just because people are a little more in need of the item. They can't just go to the store and have a ton of options. So I'll still get this listed even though we're heading into the warmer months and people aren't necessarily looking for lamb's wool sweaters. I think just still getting everything listed, and then at least it's listed, and if someone wants to buy it, they can, and if not, it'll wait a little bit. But either way, I do like to get, you know, any item listed even if it's out of season. Next up is this pair of Free People jeans. Let me know if you guys ever pick up Free People jeans or if you ever find them. I have had decent luck with them, but sometimes they don't move super quickly, so I thought this was a good style though. Another Lululemon sports bra. This is actually my favorite kind to find, are these crisscross back ones. They for some reason do really well. This is the logo right here again on the back, and the size dot is right here, so this is a size 4, and probably expect to get 25 to 30 for this. Another Free People item is this pullover tunic top with some lace detailing and kind of a unique collar along the front. It's just in that front part that it's a collar, and then it buttons right here in the back. So this is a really cool, unique tunic. It could be worn as more of a mini dress or a longer top with like leggings or shorts or something underneath it. But this is a size medium. Probably expect to get right around $25-30 for this. Next is this pair of Zara trouser pants in a bubblegum pink color. They're high rise and kind of a tapered leg. They do have some pilling, a pretty good amount of pilling along the waist area, but I will just have to drop the price a little bit. I could not pass on these. They are super fun, super bright, perfect for spring, and probably would expect to get right around $25 for these. This is that newer Zara tag. I don't know how new it is, but it is the newest one, the newest iteration of their tag that I know of. So this is usually the only Zara tag I will grab these days. These pants are a size 6 and I just really like them. I think they're super cool. They're not really my style. I don't know that I would wear them, but I think they're really beautiful and I love this color a lot. So I hope someone buys them and loves them, but probably will get, I would say probably $25 for these, probably list them at $30 and hope to get $20 to $25. They do have some pilling, so I will need to drop the price a little bit for that. Next one I was very excited to come across in a very picked through bin, so I was surprised to find it honestly, but it's this Johnny Was embroidered 3/4 sleeve tunic top or dress, kind of a mini length dress. But Johnny Was is a really good brand to be on the lookout for, especially these very bohemian type styles with, you know, different colors or embroidery or detailings like that. But these can sell for close to around $100, give or take a little bit. But any time I have found this brand, it has done really, really well, and it doesn't happen very often that I find it. So I was excited, and again, I don't know how I ended up getting it because it was not in a new bin. It was in an old bin, and it's in really good condition. So the thrift gods were basically on my side in this exact moment. Next up is this Intimately Free People v-neck camisole top with some ruffled detailings and then a chevron pattern. That's when those lines kind of make that V. It's called chevron. Free People has a line called Intimately Free People, and their items can do really well. I usually find their tank tops. I don't know if they sell what else they sell, but that seems to be what I usually find. And the Intimately Free People line can do really well. It doesn't sell for a ton, but usually it does sell in a decent, you know, turnaround time. This next brand is new to me and it's called Buck Mason. It's this pair of wool blend jogger sweatpants. Loungewear is a good keyword for these. I'd probably say ribbed trim and elastic waistband, pockets. So this, I actually ended up looking up comps on this item because this care tag was really nice. Anytime I see a nice care tag and the item looks nice, feels nice, I will look more into it. You can really tell the difference between a care tag like this and then one like Zara, where it's just this long paper tag with a ton of stuff all over it. It's very different than a simple care tag. So sometimes that's just a good indicator that it's going to be something nicer. And then the fact that it was a wool blend and everything like that made me want to look it up. But I would expect to get right around $30 to $40 for these. I can't remember off the top of my head what they originally retailed for, but the comps for these were looking pretty good. This next one, I would not have been excited if it were like any other brand because it's such a simple item. But since it's Miu Miu, I am excited for it. It's this really simple scoop neck tank top, but Miu Miu is such an expensive brand. Like this could have retailed close to $1,000. So yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna price it at. Next up is this Levi's denim jacket in a size medium, a very classic style. Absolutely love it. It's a more of a light to medium wash, and it's not the premium label. Last time I found a Levi's denim jacket, it was Sherpa lined and it was the premium label, and that one I believe sold for $70. So I know that this won't be as great of a flip as that one, but I would expect to get $30 to $40 for this, and part of me is tempted to keep it, but I think I might flip it. I don't know. probably flip it. I don't need a denim jacket, but I do like it a lot. It's a good item for sure. Lastly is this Aloe Yoga pullover hoodie sweatshirt with raw seams and a fleece lined interior. The sweatshirt also has these really cool hidden zippered pockets along the seams, but I'd expect probably 40 to 50 for this. It's in very good condition, good style. Anytime you find Aloe Yoga, especially a pullover or a hoodie or anything like that, I would check comps and potentially grab it if you're not paying too much, or if it's worth if the return is worth it, because these can definitely flip pretty quickly and for a good profit. All right guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video.